What's going on, guys? We are back with another video, and today we're going to be diving into exactly what Overland specific gear that we have every time we go camping. So if you haven't seen the video already, I have done another video a few months back of the off-road specific gear that I carry always in the truck. That'll be in the top right hand corner of your screen. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out, but if not, without further ado, let's get right into it. So to start off, I gotta talk about the elephant in the room, which is obviously the rooftop tent and the bed rack, which supports it. So this is an extrusion Overland 22-inch high bed rack, along with the DFG rooftop tent. I have a full review on the channel. Make sure to go check that out. I'm not really gonna go into details, but great tent. And everything that I'm gonna be talking about now, going further, is gonna be linked down in the description, so make sure to check it out if any of these next items interest you. All right, next on our list is what we do for water. So we have two 5-gallon jerry cans off of Amazon that we use for water. So we always have 10 gallons of water on board every time we go camping and off-roading. One thing that we ran into having these jerry cans is it got really old really fast, having to constantly pull them out and lean them and pour them to, for cooking or any other purposes that we needed. So what I ended up finding is a solution for that, and this is a 5-gallon jug, the blue clear jugs that people use for drinking water. This is essentially a nozzle for that. It's rechargeable via micro USB, which is really nice, so I can charge it in the truck if it ever dies. And what's great about it, with the lid on, you just simply push this in. It has a tube, obviously, that I didn't put in, but now you have your water. You don't have to lean the jug over. It pours out the water for you, so if you need to fill up pots and pans, or if you need it to simply clean dishes, it's a great little tool to have. So speaking about cooking, it pretty much sums up into these 3 bags that I have here of all our cooking supplies and what we use to cook with. So our first bag here is our jet boil system. It's like the camp stove package. I forget the exact verbiage of it, but essentially it comes, when you open it up, it comes with all your pots and pans inside. So we have our little frying pan. Our frying pan, that is not included, that is separate. This is just a propane hose that I have bought. Pretty sure I was at Ace Hardware. It says 10-foot hose, so I don't have to be super close to the truck when I cook, because we do have a 10-gallon propane tank, also off Amazon. It works great. It's better than having those little reusable propane tanks, which kind of get really expensive really fast. So anyway, diving in further, we have our lid here, and then we have the actual jet boil system, which is great. It's super compact, and it's 2 full-size burners that we have, which is super great. And then also you have pretty much a full-size pot in here, and around the pot you also have a wind guard that if it is windy, it can go around and help with the flames. So moving on to the next 2 bags for our kitchen supplies. These are both from Wheelers. I actually saw an ad about this, and I really like the idea because over the years I've noticed I started off with a lot more stuff, and kind of compacting and downsizing things makes picking up way easier and saves a lot on storage. So opening up our green bag here, as you can see, it has just about every little utensil you need for cooking. You got your spatulas, your tongs. It has a little cutting board back here. It has a knife, bottle opener, can opener. It's got just about everything. This kit has been great so far. The only downside to this kit that I would say is the original can opener did break, so we had to end up buying a new one. All the other stuff that we've used has been flawless. Now, in this small one, if you say, what else could we possibly have? Excuse me, I only have one hand. This is actually all our, actual to eat with. So we have 2 pretty much stainless steel plates. There's a little napkin, and then there's forks and knives and spoons, which is great, and it's all compact in that little kit and this little kit. So it saves us a lot of space, and it's a lot more neat and organized to find stuff. So moving on, we have what's next is our Icicle fridge and the Bluetti EB70S. If you don't have a fridge, or if you're thinking about getting a fridge, 100% recommend it. I was on the fence for a really long time, finally pulled the trigger, and could say it is a huge feature comfort to have. To not have to run every 2 to 3 days to run in, get ice, have the ice melt and ruin meals because the meals just get soggy and wet. Fridge is the way to go. So with this, the Bluetti, it has a 716 watt hour. It runs the fridge probably a good 3 days without needing to recharge, 2 to 3 days. So it's definitely enough for our needs. Probably later down the road, probably end up upgrading because I plan on running other things off of it. But for what we need and our kind of budget at that time, great to have. So next up is our showering situation. So before, what we had was the Joka showering system. It was great. It worked great. The only downsides to it is, one, it was kind of big and bulky. Two, even if you turn the pump on the lowest setting, it would eat through water like crazy. Our 10 gallons would last maybe 2, 3 showers. And we're talking quick 5-minute showers. We found this to be the better solution. If you haven't seen it, I'm sure you have, but it's the geyser showering system. So essentially, they have 2 versions of this. They have the one that heats up your water, but it's not very efficient. It takes a really long time to heat the water. So save some money and got the one that doesn't heat the water. Essentially, you put 1 part boiling and 2 parts cold water. It has a safety sensor, so if it's too hot, the pump won't start, so you can't like scold yourself if you accidentally get the ratio wrong. It has this cable here, plugs in, and it goes into a sponge. So the sponge releases the water, so you can put your soap on the sponge and you can lather yourself and rinse yourself like that. Very cool system, and it's very compact. We've used it a few times. Fantastic. And it also has changeable sponges, so you can use it for also cleaning dishes. So it's really handy. Great system. All right, so next is our 2-person 0-degree sleeping bag that we have. Coldest we've used this in is about probably high 20s, and it has kept us super warm in the tent. No complaints from it. It is on the bulkier side, but it does keep you really, really warm, and highly recommend it. If you and your partner, they do have single-person versions of this, but we just wanted it so we could actually, be more efficient and have 2 people's body heat inside the sleeping bag versus 1. All right, next up is our collapsible chairs. So we have 2 of these, and these things are fantastic. This is how big it is, so it's pretty much almost less than half of what a normal foldable chair takes up. And let me show you what it looks like fully assembled. Alrighty, so this is it fully assembled. It's really comfortable. It's pretty much a full-size chair. For reference, I'm 6'5", and I fit very comfortably in this chair. It's honestly a great find, especially if you want to save some space. They're on Amazon. I'll link it down below. But this is one of the chairs that if you pop around the campfire, you'll probably end up falling asleep in because it's really comfortable. All right, next up is our collapsible table here. So I got this as a Christmas gift. It's been super great so far. Essentially, it's nice and wide, and it's got plenty of room for cooking and having things on the side. It's great to have. There's plenty of versions of this. There's no particular right or wrong, but collapsible table is a must. All right, next one is pretty much our bathroom situation, and this is our toilet. Now, as you can see, how actually compact it is, but let me show you once it's assembled. So this is it assembled. It's very sturdy. I think it can hold up to like 200, 250 pounds. It's your typical toilet, but it comes with these plastic bags, and you can buy more of them. Essentially, it's these bags that have a Ziploc on it, and they're filled pretty much with cat litter. So you can go do your business and you can seal it and obviously pack out your waste wherever you go. And obviously with that, we also have those pop-up tents. I'll put a picture up of it so you can get, because I don't feel like opening it up. But we use it as a shower tent, as a bathroom tent, also as a changing tent if we're with a group of a bunch of people. So it's a great way to have, and obviously again, it's compact. Last but not least is we have our fire pit system. So this is really great, and let me show you guys why. So this is the fire pit all set up. As you see, it also acts as a grill as well. This piece is removable, so if you just want to use it as a fire pit, you can. And some places don't allow ground fires, so this is a great solution to have. Or if you want to cook some hamburgers or steaks over the open fire, you can. It's a really great tool to have. We've used this a few times and absolutely loved it. Well, alrighty guys, that's all our Overland gear that we have in the truck. If you liked the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more off-road and overlanding adventures. And we'll see you guys in the next video.